Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Meditation Minyan. I am Rabbi Hannah Leslie Glazer of Congregation Adat Raim, and we want to welcome all of you who are joining us today, both here on the Zoom, joining us live, or if you're catching the recording afterwards. We are so glad that you are with us. And I was just listening to a recent podcast that it was done by Brene Brown, sociologist and social worker, and who has done a lot of work on a lot of things. She was interviewing Amishi Jha about mindfulness and the importance of mindfulness for all kinds of things like attention and focus and the ability to multitask and all of the goodness that it brings. And so it's especially just about being able to be present in the present moment. And she said that just 12 minutes, a certain number of times per week, 12 minutes of mindfulness exercises can help get you into a totally different headspace. And so I thought we would do a mindfulness exercise today. So that's what we're going to do. And I will invite you to get comfortable in your seat. And just let your shoulders drop down away from your ears. And as the breath comes into the body, just notice where it goes. Does it go upwards towards your head? Does it go down towards your belly or your chest? Where does your breath go? At this point, we're just observing. No judgments, no direction, just watching. Watching the breath. And if you haven't done so already, you may wish to just examine your posture. And if you find yourself kind of hunched forward a little bit, see if you can try to bring yourself more upright, open up your heart space. If you're kind of leaning back, you may wish to prop something up behind you so that you can actually sit up upright. You want to continue following your breath. And there are a lot of different ways to practice mindfulness. Sometimes it's to pay attention to the thoughts as they float by in your brain, to watch them come, examine them, and then allow them to pass on. We're going to do a variation of that. We're going to invite you to see if you can allow your mind to be still for a moment and check in to see if there is a feeling that's there. And I'll give you an example. In my case, I've got a little bit of an anticipatory kind of feeling about everything that's coming up right now for Passover. Busy time for Jewish community. So I've got some feelings around that. You're going to have whatever your feelings are. And so the mindfulness practice would be for me to sit with that feeling of anticipation and examine it without judgment, without looping on it, without ruminating on it, just observing it, watching it. What kind of texture does it have? Where does it reside in my body? Breathing into it. Just really noticing what it is. Just allowing it to be, not trying to push it away. Just making space to witness it as a loving witness. And that is the entirety of the exercise. So I am going to welcome you to practice that, or the other variation, which is watching your thoughts go by. If you are able to focus on one particular feeling, it may also pass. Then you can check in to see if there's another feeling behind it. But I'll give you some time to explore that. We'll have about 11 minutes. I'm going to put myself on mute here. Enjoy your meditation time. time to start coming back into the room. So you want to deepen your breath and start to open your eyes or refocus your gaze. Mindfulness exercises can be really useful for all kinds of things. We are entering into the Passover season now, very much in it. And mindfulness can be a really wonderful exercise for even just being present for Passover. It's a very special holiday for a lot of us. We're going to be gathering with people that perhaps we haven't gathered with in a while, or gathering in ways that we haven't done in a while. And being able to be present to that moment is a very special thing. So I wish you all Chag Sameach, a wonderful, wonderful Passover. And thank you again for joining us. And we are so glad you're with us today, or watching the recording later on. Thanks again. We'll see you next week. Chag Sameach.